Hey guys, welcome back to Salem, Cellar, 1984. What a great year for movies. Today we are going to be discussing my top 10 favorite movies from that year. But first, please make sure you are following me on social media and you like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back. So 1984 is the best year ever, not just because I was born that year, but that year gave us so many amazing horror and sci-fi films. So I'm going to be discussing my top 10 favorite movies. It's going to be in random order, but I'm going to start with my number one, which is Ghostbusters. I'm sure you guys guessed what it was. Ghostbusters starring Bill Murray was actually the number one grossed film in 1984. I did not know that. This movie as a child was by far the greatest thing I've ever seen. I was pulled in immediately, as I'm sure you all were. It is one of those films that even now, 37 years later, I just am so excited to watch. I'm so excited to show my kids. This will forever be my favorite movie. Next film was Terminator, which is definitely in my top 5. I love Terminator. I love Arnold. This movie is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton. This movie is about a cyborg assassin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who comes from 2029 to 1984 to murder the leader of the resistance. Linda Hamilton is pregnant with John Connor, who's the leader of the resistance. This movie, phenomenal, start to finish. It is a cult classic, amazing movie like nothing else before. Since then, the sequels have just been, to me, better and better. I can watch anything with Arnold. My next movie is Children of the Corn, starring Linda Hamilton as well. This film is about a small town that is massacred by the children in it. How horrible. The name Malachi will always terrify me because of this movie. It is scary. It was scary to me then. It's scary and creepy to me now. Whew. My next film is Hills Have Eyes 2 by Wes Craven. I love the original and I love the remake. It is a movie kind of hard for me to watch. I have a thing with like Hills Have Eyes, like creepy inbred from people that live in the mountains. It's just a hard watch for me, but I do love it. It's one of those movies that I do watch it, but not as much as the other ones. Next is Nightmare on Elm Street, also by Wes Craven, starring Johnny Depp. Who does not love Freddy Krueger? Who does not? I have Freddy Krueger right behind me, actually. He is horrifying. He gets you in your dreams, and that's it. How can you beat somebody that attacks you in your dreams? I don't know. Next, Firestarter, starring Drew Barrymore. Firestarter is based off a novel by Stephen King from 1980. Watching Firestarter as a child, I'm like, okay, I want to be like you, Drew Barrymore. I want to have powers. Burn, baby, burn. This is a cult classic, amazing, brilliant film that I will never get tired of watching. My next film is Police Academy. Yes, Police Academy. I know you guys are like, that's not a sci-fi horror film, but it's Police Academy. Like, there was no way I could not include that in my list because it's one of my favorite films, and it will always be one of my favorite films. One of my favorite comedies, I should say. Next is Gremlins, one of my favorite Christmas movies. It is about a little furry creature named Gizmo that when he eats after dark or he gets wet, he creates these little balls that turn into like vicious, nasty gremlins. Love, love, love this movie. I almost named my dog Gizmo because of this movie. She looks a lot like a little gremlin, a cute gremlin, but love it. I love the sequel. Adorable, adorable film. Next film is Friday the 13th, the final chapter. This movie is starring Corey Feldman and also Crispin Glover, who's the father in Back to the Future. This movie has always been one of my favorite Friday the 13th films, and I recently found out that it's from 1984, which completely makes sense. Who does not love Jason Voorhees? Last is Never Ending Story. Never Ending Story is just a classic children's film. I love it. I can't wait to show my children. It is a sci-fi film that just pulls you in throughout. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Amazing. What's your favorite movie from 1984? Comment down below, let me know. Make sure you are following me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My links will be also down below. And like, share, and subscribe. I'll be right back.